and a good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 4 p.m. Hello. Hello. Wow, good crowd. This is 4 p.m. at Mona. This is the second time that this installation has run. You might have seen me here today writing music. That's the whole idea. I write a piece of music from scratch each day, a blank page, and push on through until these marvellous musicians arrive at 4 o'clock to try and make sense of what I've spent the day doing. So I've been braving notes onto the page, pushing things on relentlessly, and trying not to doubt myself too much in order to get something cohesive done. I guess the idea of this installation is to do that, just to make something, finish a thing as best as one can, especially getting through that middle bit, which is always the bit where you usually go, I guess I'm off to the pub, and leave it alone. You know, we've all got garden sheds and drawers and cupboards full of stuff we haven't finished. Haven't we, everybody? Yes. If you didn't say yes then, you're a liar or in complete denial. We all don't finish stuff. So I've tried to finish something today. I don't know what it's going to be yet. These musicians are about to tell me what it is. Would you please give them all the love? Miranda, Umbra, Damien and Sophie. So it'll take us a bit to bolt it together, a bit of an open rehearsal, if you like. I'll keep the microphone on so you can hear me chat as we work through it. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask for clarity. I also don't want to get stuck down in this being a thing about music, despite the fact that there are musicians on stage. It's just a thing about creativity and just getting something done, trying to make as much nonsense and complete rubbish as you can, and then kind of fix it later, not denying yourself along the way, otherwise your garden shed fills up with shit. So I've written 3 pieces today. This is we've been here a while, as I said before. This is day 168 that I've been here doing this. And so what we'll do is we'll get through today's and then we'll play the last 2 days as well, so you can hear the suite of what's been going on this weekend. This is the 3rd piece in this little body of work, I suppose. Yell out any questions if you have any about what we're doing. Just for those over on this wall here, feel free to duck into the middle because the sound's mostly going to go that way. That's the way the instruments work. And don't lean against the wall because someone's going to come and say, don't lean against the wall. Here you go. So if you want to sit down the front here, share the space, you're more than welcome because you'll hear better and you're already on the floor, so you might as well come on this floor over here. Okay, let's go. Day 168. Hi. Okay, so I imagined this quite quick, but we won't start as quick as I imagined it. Let's see how we go. So lots of pits. We'll have questions along the way, as will the people at home, I'm sure. Okay, let's give this a go. 1, 2, 3, go. Off the page. They just read that straight off the page. They're amazing. That was already a cracking pace. Marvellous.
Just maybe a thing, after the bar, like I don't know if I can do bar to fix and then come in so quick.
Oh yeah. Bar to, yeah. Normal bits? Okay.
Left hand.
Right, so the ruling told me something they can't do. We could if it was slower. A Bartok said, arco is when you use the bow. Pizzicato is to pluck, but a Bartok pizz is pluck like a motherfucker, like really give it a wrenching smack. But to do that and then get back to arco is too fast, the way I've written it. So they've said, no Dean.
So Dean bar 6, is that down up there? Or
bar
still
6?
Down?
Alternately, go alternately. Yep. Okay, that's great. Should we give it another go? Oh yeah, so probably bar 11 and 12 off bit and button. Yeah, Prepared for it. Yeah. Do E. More second. Yes. Hold on, wait, I got a bar out. Cracking, amazing, wow. Let's put some more Dana on. So what's astonishing, and the reason why we have pencils at rehearsals, is that when you read a book, you're reading your favourite book right now, you're in bed, you're reading a book, you just go at the pace that suits you, and your imagination fills in the thing. Whereas they're not only reading the dots on the page, like you read the words, there's always instructions. So one note has like 5 instructions. Soft, loud, crouch down, go fast, nudge the person next to you. There's all these instructions that they're reading at the same time, which makes it all the more impressive.
Dean,
Yes.
bar C, is that
Oh, where?
C?
C, yep.
Should that be a C sharp like it is today? Or are they meant to be different?
I don't know. If it's the same long as it is at A, it's probably the same.
No, it's different though. The C is also natural.
You've got naturals. Okay.
Oh, I see, yes. This is up.
First note. That's C.
D, C sharp.
That's C. That's yeah. And A is different.
That's your A, is it? Bar A? Or is that your bar C? Oh. Okay, cool. Let's go from C. Do you want to slow it down? Are you happy to go at that pace? Pinch them. Okay, from C. 1, 2, 3, Just cello in first here. Hold there, nice. So at obviously above G, we have the counter melody coming with viola. So nice and proud from G, please, and viola. And then from bar 72, second violin come up to play counter line mid first. And yeah, let's do forte at G, or it's coming big and high and proud. But then at bar 2, 3, 4, 5, bar 75, there's a little crescendo to crescendo. After that, from bar 76, bring it down to mezzo forte, please. That's the forte, so then we have the pits and then back into H, which is, what's that? That's piano still at H, getting ready for, what are we? Mezzo, so it's a forte again at I.
The second bar of C.
Second bar of C, yep.
C natural. Should it be a C sharp maybe?
Oh yes, yes,
The
yes.
end of the phrase is C sharp, same as 16 and 17.
Okay, let's try it again then. So C sharp. Yep. We may have fixed some of those and not others, but we'll give it a go.
Ours is different. A and C.
Yours might be, yeah, I know, but mine
Does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask? Anything that they're curious about while we put this together? Hello, yes? To write something quick, that was literally it. Yeah, that was literally it. And there's a couple of reasons why I don't want to tell you, because I don't want to take away whatever you're thinking. Like, you know, if you're in a field or the bow of a boat or, you know, lost swimming through a pot of spaghetti, you do you, and I don't want to tell you what I was thinking, because usually we don't listen to music with our eyes shut. Some people do, some people here will say that they do, but they're in the minority. Most of us watch music now, and so we're told by a screen what to think, and I'd like for you to imagine whatever the hell you want to imagine. So, yeah. My favourite key, there's a musician here asking about keys. My favourite key. Depends on the instrument, because if you're writing something with too many heavy flats or sharps, you know, like double stops, it can be limited without these guys having 7 fingers. So, I don't know. I like the keys that they like. Because if I put like 5 sharps in, they go, that's a bit about it. Takes me out. So, no. Yes? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. How do I? Oh, how do I let go of what I've made next to it? Theirs are always better. They're always better. I literally sat today with the piano trying to imagine violins and cellos and violas. So it's always like, oh, there's the breath. There's the, oh, it's got so much more joy and life and dynamics than what I can imagine on the piano. So this is always better. Yeah, so it's letting it go is no problem for me. Yeah, but what's harder is that, like, after tomorrow, we may never hear this piece of music again, because I got to write day 169 tomorrow. That's tricky. And in the first iteration of this, I did a full 150 of these in a row, and you know, some of them I'm really proud of. Made a record. You know, there's a CD here if you want. There's 16 of them of the 150 on this volume 1. Come and buy one. We can get like this, a little score excerpt here from one day with a download code on the back. So some of them I like, and I can make a note, but most of them gone. And that's kind of the idea, really. Stupidity, isn't it? Is there another question? Yes? Yes. Do I hear the instruments when I'm composing? Yes, I do. I do. I don't play these instruments, but I've been around them enough to have a good idea how they work. And then they tell me what things that they can't do, and I update my knowledge. And so tomorrow I'll listen better. Yes? Sorry, did I find the... Does the deadline affect the work? Yes, it does. Deadlines are great, because all the time in the world's awful. You'll never get anything done. That's why your garden shed's full of shit, because I'll do it next year. And then you don't, because you take up a new hobby. So deadlines are awesome. What the deadline is tricky for is knowing that I would do more on this. This would be longer, better, more concise, but I have to do it by 4 p.m. So there's a bit of a rub there. And that's kind of a madness in that I don't get time to go back and fix it up before we have to. This is the fixing up right here. Best we can do, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so for my process, it's still the same in that if you could write like you could fill 5 pages of words: dog, log, cat, sun, hat, boat, all the things, and all the adjectives and nouns to make a story, and you could fill pages and pages and never take a breath. It might not be very good, but the moment you stop, the moment I stop and then go, oh, let me go back and check the punctuation, then I'm fucked on the first paragraph and it takes me a day to leave it. As opposed to just going as horizontal as long as I can and just throwing notes at the page and then going back way, way, way later and go, right, what did I make? And so it's just about going along for as long as I can before checking it. That's still the same process. Otherwise, we get perfection and in 5 minutes in, we put it in the garden shed and never look at it again because it's not as good as Picasso, it's not as good as Bach. It's like you just got to make lots of shit and roll it in glitter Days later, yeah. Yay! All right, get a glass of wine. We're going to play some more.
Dean,
Yes.
around H or a bit after, should I change to arco?
H, did you say?
Yeah, or the second
no
note.
pits. Oh, no, can you do pits? Can you do that until it gets to 90?
About 88. Do you want that?
Can you play it? Pits or not? Oh, there's a double-headed bar 89. Double-headed note. That's not. That's just a G as well.
That's
It's just a G.
G or an F. It's F previously.
It's just a G. Whatever it was previously. If you can play it at volume pits, then please do it until we get to bar 90.
I'll try it. It probably won't
Okay.
come out very well, but
Okay, give it a go.
Let me
Give it a
know.
go this time. Where do we stop? Just then. G. Let's go from there to G. Okay, that's right. That's right. Countermelon and viola comes out, and then 72 the violin comes out. G, 2, B. Yes. Second violin. Let's go down. And hold there. So yeah, all right, we'll do arco, please. Staccato arco from bar 88 from you.
I can't do those Bartoks.
No, leave them all just to pits. Get rid of the Bartok
What about
idea.
the note before J?
So
Right.
maybe they'll probably be more effective and together if we're instead of hits. I don't think we're going to get together with hits.
Oh, you mean,
We're going to be thrashing around trying
okay.
to get there.
You want to just do them all short, like aggressive arco?
I'm already pissed.
Yeah, I know so am I.
Oh,
But if we try arco instead of hits.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh, sorry, okay, you already picked.
You should already pits, yeah. You stay pits and you guys just do arco. All right, too fast to get. Let's go from, therefore, I, please. Letter I. 1, 2, Okay, so when we get to like I, and all these lots, especially when it's maybe take that, if you want to get to arco quicker in bar 88, take the A out. Don't play the A if you want to get to it, Damien, that's fine. Yeah, just sit back with tempo-wise, it still kind of wants to rush and gets clustering. From I again, please. To E. Yes, that's better. Cool. Can I just hit bar 90 and 91, please? Bar 90 and 91. So it's the viola and first violin rhythmically together. 2, 3, One more time. Lucky in viola and first violin. 2.
Try start on it down. Did you have a...
2, 3, Cool, lovely. That's good, thank you.
I'm going to start on another.
And now let's go back and look at, before we play it all the way through, and I'm going to see if the people at home have any more questions. And I'll tell them about the live stream. And then they'll come up and want to buy lots of albums. Let's go from 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, from E. Let E to just cello and first violin here for a few bars. 2, E. Go again from E to E. Cool. So we can all manage that pitch for at F, I suppose, because yeah, that's fine. Great. The 48, yabba pop pop. The articulation for you, Ambra, yabba pop pop. And those 48 quavers.
What is it? Sorry.
That's the articulation of those quavers in bar 48.
How do you want it?
Yes. Yada pop pop. Yada pop pop. That's what Bach said all the time. Yada pop pop. Only in German. Right, we're going to give this a go, I think. We're getting very close. Has anyone got any questions I'd like to ask? Oh, yes?
So, Lorraine, did you have the same thing in 11 years?
How long to write this? From 10 o'clock this morning. So this whole thing is one piece every day.
6.
So this is today's piece, and tomorrow I'll start a brand new one. There you go. There's a live stream, there's a camera right in front of me on this pole here, obstructing the view. It's not just for my mum, although she is watching, I'm sure. You can see it. All of the clips on my YouTube, Dean Stevenson Music, are all there. There's a mailing list here as well for the future of the project. Come and buy an album. We'll play this now. As a question. Do I recycle bits? What I'll do is, because I'm trying to make the whole weekend's work, just 5 works, connect. So yeah, we'll take a few notes from yesterday and put them across to today, just so they have cohesion. And then next weekend, something else altogether. Yeah. And I probably repeat myself because I'm just me and there will be the things that I like. Yes. How do I stay creative? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember not being. Like, I'm always writing to some degree. You know, like humming along with the engine of a car or an air conditioning unit, or, you know, driven to the ticking of the kitchen clock. I don't know, that's just what I do. So I'm always making to some degree. So it's not writer's block that I suffer from. It's getting past that bit where I go, I've written something and it's terrible, but then keep going. That's what this is about. Do I imagine it in layers? Yeah, totally. Good question. Do I imagine it in layers? Yes. I don't often imagine one voice that goes for ages and then I add the others. They always come together. It's a cohesive unit. Yes. Most of them are 99% are string quartets. That's kind of the madness of it, trying to make a fresh sound from the same instrument every day. What a dickhead. Yeah. Yes. There's about a dozen musicians on rotation. These are very busy people, so there's always a quartet, but they recycle through a bit. Yeah, so I'm familiar with all of the people that come in. Yeah. All right, are you ready to give it a raz? We're going to play it all the way through. If you'd like to hear it once and go, thank you very much for staying. Remember the live stream and you come and buy an album. Oh, we might play it a couple of times because you'll hear it kind of settle as we get to know it, as we get to know this piece. Day 168. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. D? Yes, we can go from D. From D to D. Miranda, Ambra, Damien, Sophie. Wow, what a cracker. Before we'll run it one more time, real quick, yeah? One more time, cool. And then if you guys want to run through the other 2 days, and I'll come and chat to anyone who wants to have a chat, okay? Any thoughts? Apart from, well, yeah. How would the musicians rate it out of 10? I'm not giving you the microphone. Right, moving along, let's have a listen to
25, do you want those first two slow? Like
what's that, 20
25 like Amber did. You want those first two slow?
Yep, lovely, do it. Lovely. All right, here we go again, day 106. Thank you so much for being here and sticking around. Happy New Year. If you want to have a look at the other two now, so for Thursdays and Fridays, maybe 8th and 9. Okay. And if anyone would like to come and have a chat, I'll be just over here. Well, then, because you don't need me for either of these, do you? No.
So now we play the game. What's the key?
We're in the Miranda and I. Miranda and I are the fourth speakers.
I know.
In what September? Oh, that's also quite hard. Is that a bit faster for you?
Yeah, it's a bit faster.
This is you're on B.
Oh, sorry, you're over.
That was the piece from Thursday, just gone, and now the piece I wrote yesterday. All right, so for anyone who asked how they would rate today, now it's more difficult, isn't it? Because you have, well, maybe it's easier because you have others to rate it by. That's the three from this weekend, and I'll write another one tomorrow, and another one Monday, there'll be 5. So collect them all together. Today was 168. Thank you very much for being here, and have a happy new year, everyone. Miranda, Amra, Damien, Sophie, my name is Dean. All the best, take care.